the 11.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. To throw, here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19 tight. Let's go.
Ward. Touchdown, Seahawks. A.J. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
A 38-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 37, here's second down and 2.
Come on.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Ward. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
79 Broncos.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
70
line.
Lions. 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a second and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Throwing is Ward. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tigers. Let's go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Schoonmaker, a 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Boy, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls get through goalposts.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the 49ers first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Jones. To the right side, and he's got more complete. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Boye Mafe in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
A gain of 26 yards.
65 to 65.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Quick slant to Brown. And running with power here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Group being able to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rondale Moore as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from the home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun. Moore. That is caught. Schoonmaker. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Going for it, here's Ward. Over the middle here to Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That one complete to Hill. He's still on his feet. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tracy. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Come on, come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Ready, go.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Cam Ward now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A point after, good by Groupie. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the 49ers
on first down, right back to Etienne. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Get it. Ready.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 9, second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
To throw is Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Quez Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Open man is Myers. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff. Right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He'll try to do it himself. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
70 Bronco 80.
Ward. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Throwing now, Ward. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw again, Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Ward. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A short throw there to Strange. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
To throw, here's Ward. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Brian Brzee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now they'll shift things around. From the gun, here's Ward. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Ward. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Groupie for the PAT. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Groupie for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, 49ers 17.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Browning. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, Browning. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
49ers 24. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick
Following the
off.
touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready?
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on taking it right down Broadway. There he goes again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 24.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed down him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
First
Here we
and
go,
10
Jack.
at the 46-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season,